I didn't have anything prepared to say. And honestly, the way streams go, I probably shouldn't say anything until I know people can hear me. First 30 minutes of the stream, I say nothing until people tell me, hey, your mic's muted. And then I fix it, and then we start. Hello, everybody, and welcome to, what I like to call unnecessary stress. Art fight ends in, what was it, 5 hours? Not even? Yeah, just about 4 hours and 52 minutes. Oh no. So, Art Fight did not go as I expected this year. Like, at all. I had so much planned, and it turns out working a full-time job will sometimes get in the way. But that's fine, because you can make time. However, if you're also running a second YouTube channel that focuses on gaming, hypothetically, that'll take up some time too. And that leaves with very little time to do anything else. So I only got 5 attacks in this year, which I'd be fine with if I didn't also end up with 22 attacks or defenses toward me. I was not expecting to get so many, and I feel oh so very bad that I barely got any revenges. And out of the 5 attacks, 4 of them were revenges. What we're doing today, at least this first one, I don't know how long this stream is going to go, is also going to be a revenge, because this is an idea I've had since the start, and ironically, haven't had the time to do it, although I know it's going to be the shortest art piece I'm doing. So, while I just really quickly wait for some files to continue transferring so I have space for this stream, because at least this first part's getting turned into a short, hopefully. How's everyone's doing? How is everyone else's art fight going? Because I will be honest, I'm a little disappointed with how I handled it this year. Yeah. Not the best, but we're going to get at least one more in before the end of the challenge. Thank goodness it ends on the 2nd and not the 1st, or just like, this wouldn't happen. This wouldn't be happening. And then I have to make my art fight video for the year, which hopefully won't come out in September this time, but we'll see. But let me explain what we're doing here. So, if you joined the streams last year, you know I did these streams where, or toward the end of Art Fight, I did the streams where every piece got an hour time frame, and then I would move on to the next one. I did usually finish up, like clean up those pieces before submitting them, just off camera, but this was just to get a bunch started. This is going to be similar to that, as you saw the timer in the beginning, but it's going to be a little different, at least for this first one. So, what I want to do, if you don't know, friend of the channel, Nerdcomics Inc., hi nerd, they draw ridiculously fast. I'm pretty sure, I don't want to speak, but I might have been the first attack they did this year. And that being said, I thought it'd be a fun idea to take that time frame that Nerd did for my attack and try to draw a piece in the same amount of time as Nerd took to attack me. And whatever I finish in that hour is what I have to submit. So, I messaged Nerd. I said, hey, Nerd, for no particular reason, how long did your attack take me to draw? Nerd said first an hour and a half. I'm like, okay, that's not bad. And then they said, no, it took me like an hour. So, welcome back to the hour challenge. We're doing that again. And, I don't know where the timer control went. There we go. So, in 1 hour, I have to get something tangible, something submittable. And I don't know how I'm going to do that. But what I'm going to do real quick is I'm actually going to expand this so that way I cannot possibly get in the way of... So when I crop this for shorts, now none of my face cam is overthink because I can just crop out this little area. All right, so I went through Nerd's characters and I figured their generative AI character, Faust, would be the easiest to get a decent amount in before the time runs out. So we're gonna see. We might not even do a full body. Oh, actually, before we do any of that, this is what I'm competing with, by the way. This is what Nerd drew in hour. So as you can see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4-ish characters plus a background. I'm not gonna get that far. I'm not. So we're just gonna go through and we're gonna see where an hour takes us. Where's the timer start? I keep losing the timer controls. All right. Without further ado, hour challenge. Here we go. I should make sure I'm on the right layer. 3, 2, 1. We are speed. I have no plans. I don't have a composition in mind. I don't know how much of the character we're drawing. We're just gonna lay down what we can. Also, if any of you were wondering, I've been trying to do this type of stream all week. And I've just no time. There's been literally no time to do the speed draw, ironically. Ironically, the stream that I'm like, will take about an hour because that's what I'm giving myself. I could not find time to do. So, that's so much fun. But it's my own fault. Because I'm very good at overcomplicating things to the point where I stress myself out. But also work. So it's not entirely my fault because if I could art fight at work, I would. But things have to get done or something. I don't know. There's this weird thing like there's objectives throughout the day at a place of employment that have to be done before the day ends. Weird. You know what? We're cheating a little bit. I'm just gonna copy this. I'm just gonna copy it from your side. No, we're gonna take this. We're gonna copy it. Throw that here, and then we're gonna delete this because I like the way this side looks better. There we go. It's more even. Yeah, chances are we're not getting any cool dynamic poses. I think we're just gonna... I mean, there's literally... We do not have the time to backtrack and be like, oh, well, let's thumbnail this out and this out. We're going in with just drawing the character. Oh, good. It would help if I saved the... Great. Okay, this is not helping the time thing. One hour. No time to correct spelling mistakes. There we go. All right, we're back in it. Okay. If I do this, let's give it a little more. I want to get those arms in a little bit. So shoulder pads. We're just going to grab that again. You know what would actually be really helpful? This wonderful thing called the symmetry ruler. Nope. Symmetry ruler. This will come in a little bit. I'll clean up the head a little bit, but honestly, I'm not sure if I even want to do clean line art. Maybe I'll see if I can get away with a little scratchy, but I don't know. I want it to look somewhat decent at the end of an hour, which is why I'm not spending a lot of time thumbnailing. Alright. I think that's not too bad of a sketch. There's also the eyes here that we can't forget. Maybe I'll move it up a little just so I can get a little more of those arms in. That's not too bad. I think this challenge might be doable. I don't like the way the tie looks. Maybe I made this part too big. Alright, hopefully I can get some cool lighting effects in. Enough time to do all the... I'd like to do some fancy stuff with the lighting. I don't know. I really did not go into this with a plan other than 1 hour. Thank you, nerd. Alright, now we're gonna do the thing that's gonna throw off this entire thing. Flip it! Oh, not too bad. Alright, that's fine. The heck? There we go. I think I could get away with the tail coming up in the back. The tail is a bunch of orbs held together by electricity. Cool, I'm gonna immediately regret this. But I just want a little something more. Actually, it'd be really cool if I had like a circle brush and could go dot, 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 dot all the way down. But I don't think I have one of those. I have this. And that kind of worked. Alright, what are the brush settings? Where are the brush settings? Alright, if I shorten the stroke. Something like that. Get rid of pen pressure. And then, boom, 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 boom. Could be a little further apart. Let's hit it with 140. And then make it the same size as that. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah. Of course, putting it on the same layer as the sketch was definitely a choice. Let's do that again. And then we'll... Where's the mouse? Where did my mouse go? There we go. And then we'll size this up to that. In fact, we'll actually put it on this one so it's not completely touching the head. Hey, Dempsey, what's going on? Wait, you're live as well? Chain reaction. Dempsey, are you live right now, or did you go live recently? I'll be so honest, I haven't been able to keep up with anything. Life is so crazy at the moment. And I'm trying to... How'd that get over there? How did these get over here? There we go. Alright. It's a good start. Could you... Okay. The pop filter was getting in the way. Alright, I'm going to keep you up there. Do these. I'm going to try something a little different with the pen stuff. We're going to take the pressure off so that it's all one consistent size. We're going to make it so consistent that we're going to cheat here again and just make it a circle. We're just going to use the shape tool because, let's be honest, I would be here for the next 48 minutes if I did not use the circle tool. And now I can do this, copy it, put it on the other side, and now it'll look more even. There we go. So immediately, I kind of messed up because this should be a little thicker. Yeah. This was a hard way of doing things, but so I wanted to make the head a little thicker because I didn't use the same stroke with on the horns as the head. Unfortunately, the horns and the circle tool were on the same layer, so I couldn't just redo it. So I did a slightly thicker circle and tried to line it up as best as I could with the old one. It's not awful, but it could be better. Look at me adding extra details like we got the time for that. Nope. Dang it. Wait, what? I feel my hand is not being steady. Hey, Dinosaur, how is it going? How much time are we looking at? 43. It's doable. This is doable. This is doable. This is doable. Oh, is now a good time to mention I may have time blindness? Yeah, I've learned recently that my estimation of how long things can take is either grossly overestimated or grossly underestimated, and there is no in between, which is really fun when you're trying to plan out what you're going to do in a day with the very limited time you have after work. For example, yesterday, I have written down here in my planner, yesterday, after I got out of work at 2, this is a horrid waste of time. I don't know why I'm doing this. Anyway, after work at 2 p.m., I would come home, edit 2 to 3 boss level videos, 2 boss level shorts, a thumbnail, at least one, this stream, and other things. That's not counting dinner, family, literally any kind of interruption or minor inconvenience. You all want to know what I did get done? Yesterday, I edited one boss level video and its thumbnail. Yeah, I'm just that guy. I also went for ice cream, but that's not related. Don't touch that. King Creations, I won't be about for the full stream. Got a 4-hour drive. Surely catch up with the rest later. That's all right, Dempsey. Good luck. Stay safe driving. And don't get too bored. Sounds like a bit of a rough drive, I'm not gonna lie. I started losing it after like an hour 15 on drives sometimes. Like, there's a lot of good music to listen to, but like, I hate sitting still for that long. It's not great. I mean, an hour drive is fine. An hour drive plus 30 minutes of traffic, not as good. Less, arguably less enjoyable. Not bad. Going good. Got in like 3 hours, so no more attacks from me. Got 33 attacks. That is insane. I got 5. Okay, I should have given myself a little bit more time because I forgot I get distracted by things. So I got 5 attacks in this year. I only got in 11 last year. I'm not good at this time management thing. This whole you got 1 month to do as much as you can. Not great. Honestly, might take off from work for Art Fight next year. Like, genuinely might grab a week off, or just even like a day or two, just like an extra day or two, sacrifice the pay, and just be like, I gotta get this done. And it stinks too because I really liked the teams this year more than I did last year. I feel like, I don't know, I just vibed with comedy, tragedy, mystery more than Crystal and Fossils. Even though Crystal's won, but just not, neither one really piqued an interest of mine. But I feel like I didn't do enough this year to justify buying the keychain. But it's like, whatever, right? Also, with the amount of other stuff I've bought this year so far, maybe saving that kind of money was probably the smarter move. Cheating again. Just gonna grab this. are you not lined up perfectly? What happened? What happened? You know what? If I make it slightly larger, no one will ever know. Oh no, they're gonna know. That's noticeable, but it's fine. We don't got time to fix it. I gotta stop switching over to the eraser tool. Because how I have it set up is anytime I click off the pen tool I'm using, it reverts back to what I've set as the default settings. Which I like because that's what I use, so I want it to stay similar because I'm not going to remember it. However, if I keep switching over to the eraser tool, that means I'm going to have to... Weird. Means I'm going to have to continually put in the settings I'm currently using every time I switch over to it. Alright. It's not too bad, but the line art on that side is a little messy. It's fine, though. And then we have this. Cool. Right, no pressure. Alright. Got a sketch in, that's not too bad. Alright, here we go. Let's pause the timer real quick. I think I have to do something real quick. My bad. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. Here we go. How much time we got? Cool, the timer stopped. All right. Where is mine? There we go. Okay. Let's throw in the colors. I'm gonna go with here is the base color, somewhere in between here. Let's move this over a bit so I can get clean bucket fill. Cool. Already filled it on the wrong layer. There we go. Alright, that's easy. Oh, color too. Tail. And then I guess what we can do is just for the... Yeah. And then I guess we can cheat a little bit and throw a... Right. Clip Studio has a fascinating way with how it deals with layer types. There we go. And then I'll up this to 5 so it matches the rest, and then we got away with that. Cool. I'm going to make a horrible decision and merge all the line art in one so I can no longer edit it easily. Cool. Sorry for that. Nope, wrong layer again. I don't know. I might go a little darker for the blue base. Yeah, that looks better. And then I still have to add in the lines for the arms. Alright. This is easy. We got this. I really... Dang it, I kind of wish I did full body. I really wanted to draw those feet. Nah, it's fine. We don't got the time for that. So it's something like this. Okay, it does touch the ball. So here, and then here. Here, and then here. Here. And then here. Here. And then here. Not perfect. Good enough. Question mark. Wrong layer again. This is fun. All right. Flats are done. This, make it a little lighter, throw it in here, and then create that glow effect. And we're gonna try this. I think we'll have time for this, but what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take a slightly lighter and darker value of each of the colors and just kind of airbrush in the rough shading of this character. Nope. So for example, we're going to take the gray, we're going to go in here, we'll slightly darken it and maybe add a bit of a bluish hue. And then we're going to go to our secondary color, do the same thing, make it blue, but going to make it a little lighter this time. Then we're just going to go in with an airbrush and paint where we want the light to come from. So I'm kind of just going off the reference image. So we're gonna have the light coming from the same direction from underneath. and use that to lay it in. It's not the most creative, what is it called? Way of doing it. Like, I'm not taking a lot of creative liberties. But we don't have much time to do this, so like I said, it's one thing if I was cleaning this up after the stream, but what I'm doing right now is what is getting submitted at the end, whether it's finished or not. So if light's coming from this way. Going to cover the whole thing in the darker shade, and then I can paint over with the lighter. So for example, coming in, this will all be lighter because it's closest to the light source. Probably a little bit of that. Give it a hard edge. Gonna do that. Hey Galahound, how you doing? Yeah, that hint of blue actually really helps us. Glad I did that. This is the hard part, is trying to figure out the shape of everything and how it would curve and react to the light. Alright, so as you can see, even with that basic brushing, it's already coming together. So if we do that for the other 2-3 colors, we'll be in a good spot. If we can at least do that, I will feel good about submitting it. Honestly, I'm wondering if I should do the electricity effects first. That way I can really understand where the light is coming from. Let's do that. above the colors below the line art. Let's start there. And then, so there's lightning throughout the tail and then connecting the head to the neck. I don't know much about lightning, but I'm just going to do my little wiggly shapes and hope for the best. And honestly, putting this above the line art is probably better. I'm just really loose with my hands. This should be good. I don't think we have time to be very particular about how we tackle this. I don't have a... Okay, let's move this over so I can read the chat. There we go. Depending on your schedule, your work schedule probably had more shifts than mine, plus anything in life. That's true, Dinosaur. I mean, obviously it's July, so, you know, prime Christmas season for retail. So that's really thrown everything for a loop. Which has not been great. But yes, I did do 2 animations though, which is really the only reason I don't feel awful about Artfight this year, because I did try new stuff, which was cool. But I had more that I wanted to do, especially in the animation field. I don't know if anyone here knows the game Unbeatable, but I really wanted to make like a really quick character animation of that, or inspired by that. I thought that would have been really cool. But alas, did not get the time to do that. How much time am I looking at? 20 minutes. I thought I was making good time. Are those not over the... Oh, it is. Yeah, I don't love the lightning, but it's not too bad. that's actually not bad if I increase my pressure closer to the solid object, so it's a little more exposed on the surfaces it's touching, and a little more. Yeah, that's not bad actually. I like that. So like down here. There we go. Alright, this is actually coming together pretty nicely. I'm vibing with this. Hey Galahound, how's it going? Also, this drawing looks pretty good. Thank you. Whatever I don't know if you were here when I mentioned it, but whatever I finish in the next hour, or I'm sorry, next 18 minutes, is what I have to submit to Artfight. No cleanup. Gonna do it straight on stream. Alright, so this is actually going to change the lighting a little bit, which is a little interesting. I do wish I had done the lightning before I started this part of the process, the base shading, because that definitely affects how the gray reacts to the light. And Galahound, as for the community redraws, I'm not entirely sure, I'll be honest. I don't really know what the schedule is anymore. There's just so much that I have to do in any given week that I can't reliably get consistent content out, and so at least in my head it wouldn't be fair to everyone to, at the moment at least, do the community redraws, but not know if I can get them out on a consistent basis. So asking people for art and then maybe being able to make a video on it doesn't sit right with me. So for the time being, I'll call it a still hiatus until something becomes a little more concrete. Hey Joyride Explosions, how are you? I wish I could have done Artfight this year. It's a lot of fun. Honestly, I'm very happy with what I did this year. I just really wish I could have done more, but that has nothing to do with Artfight. That is a total me thing. In terms of my mentality and work ethic. But yeah, I highly recommend it. If you do get a chance to next year, absolutely go for it, because it really is a lot of fun getting to draw a lot of cool characters for other people, and then when you get an attack of yours, it's really a great feeling, because everybody has so many cool, like, different styles and ways of doing things, and it's just like, yeah, this is cool. What am I drawing on? All right. This isn't bad so far. This shading thing is coming along nicely. I think we just have this blue left to do. And then the basic shading is done. Honestly, that might be all we have time for. I think I'm gonna move into all the effects and stuff. And then if we have time, I'll go into like cell shading or whatnot. Just gonna go really lightly on this one, especially with the shadows, because these to me speak like luminescent, like there's some glow to it. So, and then if I go right down, honestly, I could probably go even lighter with the highlights. I want it to be vibrant in the center, but I don't want it to have like a really hard edge. So honestly, this isn't bad, but I probably could have gone even lighter. Maybe I'll go like really light in the center of the center. Yeah, like almost white. Maybe I'll break it up a little bit because I can't draw a straight line for the life of me. Yeah, there we go. That works. That works. Ayo! It be looking good. Now, unfortunately, I do not remember what color I used for the lightning. I wish I had saved it, because I do need to do the eyebrows, or the eyes. Why is my hand so shaky today? We're going to try it this way. Bucket tool. There we go. What happens if I put these on glow? Honestly, yeah, this color should be the glow, not the base. Can I just get away with blurring you and creating a glow that way? Yeah, more or less. Blur 60. That works. However, if I want to separate them a little more. Let's do 3. Because they are off his head in the reference. All right, not horrible. I'm liking it. Now let's get that lightning stuff right here on the edge. How we doing on time? 9 minutes. Oh no. Okay. Oh no. Stupid bug. Alright. Shadings, a little rudimentary, but it's not bad. We're going to absolutely BS a cool background right now. Thankfully, Clip Studio Paint has tons of tools I can use to just kind of play around with things. Don't love that. Flash pattern. Uh-oh. Oh. If I do yellow, orange, kind of. That really, no, that really gets rid of the, go away. I don't like that. That really diminishes the, what's it called? The lightning effects. Dense flash? There's nothing there. There's barely anything. Firework? What the heck? Some of these things are fascinating. Like, what is that? What is that? Okay, we really don't have time to be figuring stuff like this out, but... Okay. 6 minutes. What is that? That's such a weird... Is that really it? I mean, I like the effect, but I'm not understanding the little circle. But yeah, that'll work. I like that. Set it to... Ooh, wait a minute. I kind of like that effect. It's, again, I feel like it's covering up the lightning a little bit, so I might lower the opacity. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Heck yeah. Gonna see if I can get it a little more center. All things considered, it's not too bad. If I just throw like a dark outline around the character, well, do I even need to do that, or can I just, you know, throw this together? Nah, I forgot there's no like drop shadow effect for. Alright, 5 minutes. We're gonna try this, and if it doesn't work, we'll lighten the color. Because usually I would do like a white outline to separate it from the background, but there's so much glowing parts of this that, again, I don't want to drown out the, what's it called? The lightning effects. Because they're like a big part of the character. So I want to make sure I do it right. Although I do kind of like the effect that this gives off. Especially in this preview over here. It's a little small, at least the way I'm seeing on OBS, it's a little small. But there's something about it that I kind of like. I like the almost stroke, but with a little bit of airbrush in it. 3 minutes. Yeah, we might have time to spare, actually. Alright, so that's near black. Let's just see what it looks like near white. Nah, it doesn't give the same effect. I like it like this, but I also had the idea, what if we just did something like this? I don't know, random color. And then, or even in like a darker. I don't know how I feel about those ones. Especially since the tail is cut off on the end, so maybe not. Maybe we'll just do it like that. I like it. Can I really quickly squeeze in some rim lighting? No, you know what? No, better idea. Quick. This is an art trick I learned in the mountains from a bunch of monks. Batman style. So we're just going to cover the dark areas in like a purple. Like this. And then we're going to switch over to a lighter color. Cover all the light areas in something like this. Set it to overlay. It gives us just a little bit more shading. Perfect. And then if we really quickly do this, go into a light blue and just go and then set it to glow. Oh, that's a little much. Let's lower that a little bit. But yeah, now that part glows too. Okay. Oh, it ended. It stopped. I didn't have any type of... Whoops. Okay, so that might have gone a little longer than an hour by like a little over. But it's okay because there were a lot of times I got distracted. So it's fine. So this is the one thing I will allow myself to do is to sign it. Ah, white on white. Really good idea. just one little final touch. This doesn't count. This is just how I export all my things. Add a little bit of noise over it to give it that extra texture. All things considered, not too bad. I do like that thick drop shadow. I really like. Might try that in the future. The only thing I think, though, two things that I would go back if I had time to polish it up is I'd make these stand out more against the face. I think the eyes get a little lost. And Ty needs a little bit more lighting, especially around this edge, where it's directly in front of the thing. But all things considered, I don't hate it. What we're gonna do, though, is we are going to turn this into a thumbnail real quick for the attack. Because like I said, we are submitting it right here, right now. I can also stop the recordings. So hopefully I can use that for shorts for no problem. Yeah, 1 hour challenge nerd. We can spell it right later. 60. That character design, art fight. Just gonna grab the thumbnail file. Oh, where's nerd? FAU. I think I spelled that character right. FAUST. Good. Right. Boom. Throw you up. I don't entirely love the thumbnail theme I went for. It's a little messy, but I was going for like that neon something. I really don't know. So I'll probably go. So what colors haven't I used? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue. All right, this one's getting purple. X. You've been teen comedied. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha. That's good enough. All right. There we go. That'll do it. You guys can be a little better, but I'm not going to stress too much about the thumbnail. All right. Here we go. And as promised, boom. Submit. Attack. I own whatever I know. What the heck is the word? Trying to think of what to call it. It's like simultaneous or mirror attack, like time trial. I guess time trial. Time trial attack. Boom. Whatever. You drew my attack in 1 hour. I gave myself the same amount of time, and whatever I ended up with, I had to submit. Hope you like it, even though I'm pretty sure you watched me make the whole thing. And unfortunately, there's no emojis in there's like 10 emojis you can choose from in the art fight text, unfortunately. So don't be judging me, Dinosaur. I check them. So art fight, I do check them. But you have to manually clear them on art fight to have them go away. So I have been looking at the 155 notifications. I just didn't go through and clear them this year for some reason. I don't know. I kind of like the big number, but we'll maybe we'll clear it for next year. Retaliate, counter, other word. Yeah, those two are other good ones. Also, can I just real quick? This is what I drew. This is how I attacked Nerd last year. This was this year. There's some in, like, there's definitely improvement in art and understanding, I think. But also, it's not, obviously not a fair comparison because it's, this is an hour, this was probably like 3 or 4. But I think just getting the same or a similar level of polish in less time is actually, you know, actually pretty cool. That's good, that's good. No! No, the thumbnail got messed up. Good enough. Okay. So I need nerd. Copy, copy, copy. Bam. Select size. This will go. I'm okay with calling that a half body. Where'd it go? There it is. Ah, dang it. Why didn't I think about the wire grids? That would have been a great background to do. Dang it. Check. Find revengeable attack. Yeah, there's actually 2 I have to choose from. Which one was the first one you did for me, nerd? There's so many cool attacks, and I feel so bad that I didn't. Because, like, everybody's art style is so cool, and they're drawing all my favorite characters. I'm like, ah! Creation of Chaos. There we go. Ding. This is a drawing. This is clean line. This is colored. Do we call that minimal shading? Yeah, sure. We can call that. I can't say I polished it. All right. There we go. What do you mean this may take a while? Fully shaded? Quick, cancel the attack. Yeah, you fully shaded. Don't tell me I'm gonna run out of time. Don't tell me I'm gonna run out of time because it's not loading. Oh my god, I have 3.5 hours left. Okay. I could maybe bang out one more. I can 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 maybe bang out one more. Where the heck is my people I follow? To do today, but I really want to attack this one artist in particular. Because I have an idea for another attack. It is still loading, by the way. It's still... Hit the X and try again. Sometimes it's weird. Helps me. Yes. Where the... What the hell? Come on. That's mean. That's mean. Why'd you do that? Half body. There. Boom, boom, boom. 56 points. I'll take it. Huzzah! Yay. 6 attacks done. I like it. Obviously, I wish I could have shaded it a little bit more, but... Heck yeah. Let's check the profile. My god, it is crawling today. We got a full row! Yay! Alright. There's so many cool friggin' attacks. Ugh. Alright, the least I can do. I do have to go, yeah, you should check that art fight notification. There could be anything. Could be anyone. Alright, the least I can do, because I know I've seen all of these, but I didn't comment on them, unfortunately. So the least I can do is at least go through and do that. However, I do want to... Just gonna do a quick secondary one. Let's keep it with the 3K by 3K. Four fingers, that's not gonna matter. Alright. So, fun fact about this artist. Eel Beats here, which is the name of the artist, not the character. Eel Beats is one of the character designers on Unbeatable, which is my favorite game. And so what I want to do, I don't know why I did that. That's not gonna give me what I was looking for. But what I want to do is I want to draw this character in a similar pose to So I was gonna do a more idle pose for the character. However, given the time constraint, dang it, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ding. All right. So, last one. I was already going to cut my losses and just be like, I'm fine with 5. I'm not fine with 5. So, we're going to make 7, and we're going to be this one. All right. So, this artist created these 2 characters, and among other ones, for the game Unbeatable. It's my favorite game. If you watch Boss Level, you know they're my favorite characters. So I want to do something similar, reference one of these poses for this character here. Or I can reference both poses because there's 2 magician characters that they have. Well, that's also the other thing. I don't know if this is going to be the best character for it. But I didn't really look through the other ones. Oh, is there no... Also, I think the design is simple enough that I can get away with it real quickly. Oh, man, people be animating these things. Damn, that's cool. Yeah, you know what? I think next year I'm just going to be like, hey, boss, next month I'm out. I'm locking in. Yeah. Nope. I've screwed it up. Yep. Welcome to overcomplicating everything I do. Son of a bee. Okay, so we're gonna split this in half. We're gonna try to keep it with minimal shading too. Even if we don't, we might even just do flats, honestly. Okay. How would one split this in half? I don't have, this isn't a comic, so I don't know if I can do this, but I kind of can. Oh, right, there's rulers. All these programs have rulers in them where I can just be like, okay, here's the halfway point. So this is 3. All right, there's the halfway point. We're gonna put Poco on top. So Blue Magician, which is the one down here, is gonna be a Poco, just because her vibe kind of fits a little bit more with it. A magician who Melanie has currently not bothered to learn the name of and has taken a fascination with her. Blue Magician shows up to save her skin, a situation similar to Melissa's face. She's also incredibly talented, preferring more of an elegant flair with her magic. That, to me, fits a little bit more with a Poco. A magician who thinks nothing but... A magician who thinks of nothing but herself with a flair for the dramatic. She's genuine talent for magic and arcane, but uses it to feud her greedy nature. That one could go either way, honestly. Honestly, I feel like either could fit either. But we're going to... Where did my stream go? There we go. Welcome back to another one of Kyle's beep. Okay, so we're going to throw you up here because I'm going to need the references opposite the place I'm working on them. So first off, we're going to take this. We're going to get the rough of the... You know what? I'm also going to open them on here, just so I have a larger reference to pull from. All right, here we go. Oh, I also have 3 hours to do this. I forgot about that. I forgot that this has to be done in a certain amount of time. Oh no. Okay, so we're gonna take this bit by bit. We're gonna sketch out the poses. Or should I just focus on one and be like, whoa, what the heck? So fun fact, I just learned that there's a liquefy tool in Clip Studio Paint that I didn't know about. It also seems to be something like this, and then it's like up and then down like that. And then this is the arm. This will be so this is the shoulder, arm out. You know, I also discovered that there's models. Like, I have access to 3D models within Clip Studio. So that probably would have been a good... Alright, so here's the fun part, what we can do. We're going to overlay this, see how close my proportions are. Okay, not great. Could be a little better. Alright, so what I need to do is exaggerate everything. Head could be smaller. Is this cheating? Like, not... I hope it's not cheating in Art Fight. Oh, shit. Wait, it is. There was a thing about tracing, wasn't there? Okay. There was a whole thing about tracing references. I forgot about that. Okay. Hopefully I didn't screw up too much. Yikes. Alright, so we're gonna take this, we're gonna rough this as much as we can, because there was a whole thing about tracing. I remember that now. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. I was just really wanting to get it as perfect as possible. But this is just, we're just gonna learn. Alright. I think that's fine. Let's actually. Head's a little not circle, but it's fine. Dang it. Wait, I saved Eel Beats. Poco ref. Pronto molto. There we go. Hold up, let me check the rules really quick. If I broke the rules, no I didn't. I was thinking about moving the character up, so to get rid of this headspace, but with the hat, I think it's better if I don't. And Eelbeats was nice enough to do a full turnaround. So I don't even need to guess what the, where the heck is the clipping mask? There we go. All right. This one, I will be honest, might be the one I'm most nervous to do, solely because one of the artist permissions was try to respect the body types, and doing body types is a little bit of a learning bit for me. Like, I want to learn more, like how to change up variations in body types, because I tried it once with the what's it called? What the heck was it called? The Nightmare Critters, Smiling Critters as Power Rangers. I feel like I should have warmed up today. Yeah, I don't love the eye. Let's get the regular just outfit and everything first. I think that nose could be a little longer. Alright, hold up, let me check the rules. Rule 5 does ban tracing, but it's somewhat vague. Yeah. So, to be not cheating, we're gonna not trace. I don't think I'm breaking the rules if I sketch it out and then compare my work. I think what I did before, where I just overlaid the reference to see how I was doing, was fine. But I just can't fix the proportions with the reference on top. Also something with this face. I think it's that anime teeth thing, because it kind of looks like she's missing a tooth here, but that's really, I think it's just like that's the front of the teeth and then that's it looping behind. Is it too far? I think this needs to come in. that feels too... All right, so far so good, I think. I think that angle of the head. Oh, can I get rid of this? There we go. What if I did that? Hold up. Can I forget how I did this with the yeah, there we go. So now I can really put the clock on me. Nope, wait, hold up. I wanted this one. Yeah. Really put the screws to me. There we go. What the heck are you? Oh, are you? What the heck happened to you? I have so much freaking... Okay, you know what? Display's going away. There we go. Now we have the chat up. Hi, chat. Did you need to set up a timer or none for this one? Not for this one, Dinosaur. Other than the 3-hour timer I have before art fight ends. I mean, I probably should set a timer, because like I said, I gotta do other things today, but... I barely got to do art fight all month. I'm letting myself have this. Okay, well, already screwed that up. Okay, new layer. Can I, like, desaturate this? Like, nope. It really, this angle is messing me up. Here we go. Alright, here we go. This is the shoulder, so ding, collar. Oh, cool, I got rid of the red, which is what I needed. Alright, my other problem is I'm really bad at cloaks and stuff. Let's see. Like, the way they're supposed to go over the shoulders and stuff is not my strong suit. I think that's good enough because then the shoulders here. That eye is screwing me up. There we go. That's slightly better. That's good enough. So if I'm throwing my arm back, there we go. I want it off the shoulder. And then all this down here will be cape. And then a little bit of baggy. Oh yeah, there's this, I forgot putting the ruler in, kind of messes with how how do I get rid of ruler? There we go. No. I just want, whatever, that's fine. Oh wait, I can just do this. New layer. There we go. And now I can get rid of that. Now I know where the halfway point is. And then suspenders, so those will come down here. I need the, if I do this, is this gonna screw it up? Sure is. There we go, okay. Coming back, let's find the nothing very specific on the front. Just the tie. Although it's very, yeah, it's a lot thinner, the cape, so it's more so like this, which I like more. It actually makes it a lot more flowy. Not quite sure how I'm gonna grab it on this end though. Something like that. Yeah. And then based on the way, so it should kind of come in like this. And then there should be, yeah. I'm doing my best here. Good at drawing knots either, so it's just this, and then you know what? It's not bad. I am gonna do a little bit of tweaking though. I'm gonna pull down the angle a little bit, just so she's not the Michael Jackson just re-roll it. Yeah, more or less Ven. I really wanted to attack this artist, even though it would be a friendly fire. And then I saw they have two magician characters, and I'm like, wait a minute. I got an idea. It'd be a complicated idea, but it's an idea. Hey, I'm actually pretty happy with this so far. The actual hat part of the hat could be a little skinnier. All right, dash one. I think it's probably best if we. Okay. I think if I just sketch the other one. I want to have a full idea of with what I'm working with here. This one, I think, is going to be a little more complicated of a pose. All right, Apoko. Don't fail me now. You also have a hat, don't you? Yes, you do. The weird thing, too... Like, it's actually really interesting that it's gone the other way now. So, because most of my time here, when I'm at home, is spent... her chin is being covered up, so it's kind of hard to tell if her head's not really... No, it is. So, it'd be more like... the chin is going to be here. So it's kind of like that. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. But what I was saying, because a lot of my time here is spent doing editing boss level videos, the only times I've really had to draw were on the go with my drawing tablet. And I originally wasn't the most comfortable with my tablet. Like it was a big learning curve to go from my PC setup to a portable tablet. But now, since I've been drawing so much on the portable tablet, it's had the opposite effect, where now this is slightly weird to me. Where doing this now feels almost alien to me. Oh, good, funky hand angles, my favorite. Shoulder, and the shoulder's up a lot, so it's like this. Oh no, hands. I don't know about the hand per se. Also, I should check how many fingers this character has, because the other one had 4. Is that 4 fingers? It's in such a way where it's a little hard to tell. Because this one was specified to have 4 fingers. So I don't know. And it's not like I can get away. It's not like I can get away with saying, oh, it's only 4 fingers. It's the hand is the most prominent part of the piece. Oh, dang it. I don't know. It's just, I'm a little confused because it's not specified in this character sheet where it was in the other one. I mean, so this looks like 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. However, if you look, there is the way it goes. This could be interpreted as 5 because 1, 2, 3. There's a little bit. There's 1 pixel of color here, which could make this 4 and then 5. So I think I'm gonna go with 5 only because it wasn't specified. And if not, well, then I've upset an artist I look up to. So, shit. Alright. Now we do our little quick check. That's not tracing. I'm just checking to see how close my understanding of perspective is. Alright, so the head could come a little more tilted and make it a little smaller. Let's make this bigger. Okay. Really? I really thought I had that angle down perfectly. Alright, so you're telling me this whole body thing gotta come down like this? Yikes. Okay. If you say so. Okay, I'm starting to think my angle might not be the same because that is a really steep angle for reference. For the reference, I should say. I like it how it is. It doesn't need to be a one-to-one, but I also do think that it's more... I don't think mine's as three-dimensional as the... Because I think mine's facing front a little more, so that's why the angle's not as steep, where in the reference, her arm is like going really back into the distance. So I think we should be good. I don't love the hands, though. Nope. It's just these middle two fingers that really have the most. But overall, I think that's a good start. Oh, this one also, I just realized this one also has the elbow gloves like a Poco, so that's another really good call on my part. Go me, I am awesome. Alright, now here's my issue. I'm really bad at the up angle pose. How does it work? It's the some of the facial features are closer together, some are further. Something like this. No, that was good there. Okay, that was weird. I would consider it 5, and I feel like they'd be understanding if the number of fingers off. I hope so. It's probably better it's not to be. The middle finger should be longer than the ring finger. Dang it! I mixed up the hand, yeah. So this one's the middle finger, not this one. Alright, thank you, nerd. Move this reference like a little closer. There we go. Damn, I didn't realize how big their eyes were in this game. I want to fix that face. I'm not entirely in love with it. needs a little bit of cheek. The cheek seems too high. I wonder if everything needs something more like this, maybe. Of course, her freaking hair is covering half her face, so I cannot tell what the facial shape is supposed to look like. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna draw the face as is. Overlay that, and then we're going to go like this. We're going to ignore that for now. We're going to ignore the fact that I do not understand how the up angle of a face works. Because what we do need to focus on is the actual design of the character. How we doing on time? 2 hours and 42 minutes. Awesome. Minor nitpick facing us, the middle finger should be longer than the ring finger. This is the ring finger. Oh, that's the pinky. That should be really small. Alright, it's not great, but maybe we can fix it later. Oh, hey, Apple Flavors, how's it going? Art fight concluding speedrun? Yeah, pretty much. I feel bad that I am prioritizing this attack over my revenges, but I really, really wanted to do this character, or this artist specifically. Maybe the eyes could be thinner. I don't know. It's not looking as similar to the reference as that one did. So a little fancy about this one. So this is the shoulder. It'll have this. Go. Now I have a little bit more room to work. This character has absolute power stance going on. Yep, pretty much. It's a reference to the power stance of a character, of a different character that this artist designed for a game that I really like. that's going to be seen, so doesn't matter much. Oh no. Handkerchiefs. I'm not good at drawing those. Something's not right. Maybe it's the... Maybe if I just shorten this. You know what I mean? Like... So like really put the shoulder here. Shorten the whole thing a bit. Because is the face too, for lack of a better word, fat? It's too wide. I think that's the problem. I think the eyes are too big. I gave her too much eye space, and the face itself is too wide. And then I gotta fix the face shape. This one's much harder than I thought it would be. I don't know. Because these shouldn't be connected either. It should be more like this. And then they could probably connect off screen. Something like that. Yeah, I feel like all this should has to come in a little bit. Something like this. Yeah, that works a little better. I don't need to be called out like this. KyngPin is trying his hardest not to make the Freeman looking up art pose. You are absolutely right. I'm not. I'm trying so hard not to. But it's okay because technically this hand should be in front of the chin. Which will save me. God, it's like really in front of the chin. Holy jeez. Okay. So... Oh boy. Where's the mouth? Yeah. All right, it's looking better. Gonna have to fix the eyes, but that's fine. And then I can make the actual arm thing here. it goes behind the shoulder, right? Okay, this is no longer a viable reference. I never realized how much more empty space a Poco's pose has as opposed to Poco's. Maybe I'll... Nah, that's fine as it is. Honestly, if I just center them both, I could probably actually square off the cropping of this. Oh, hey, this character has an ear. Forgot about that. Also have a thing. Something like, I don't know, there's some kind of design on the hat that I can't really discern. So we're gonna do that. Do is because my brain cannot discern this mess. First off, we're going to try and fix the face. There we go. I like that better. Now we're going to add clipping mask, and we're just going to erase anything that overlaps so I can actually make out what I'm looking at here. Alright, this one was a bit of a struggle, but so far, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I should probably draw the rest of the arm in over there. That's the arm, so that's going to stay in front. Okay. Okay, all things considered. Not bad. Takes up a lot less space. Oh, hey, wait. Oh, no. Hey, not too bad. But, yeah, one of them takes up a lot more space than the other. Oh, wait, the handkerchief. Damn it. Alright, we're going to try our best to just copy the style that they went here, just so I can spare myself from the details. Okay. So... It's not great, but it's something. Alright, how we doing on time? 2.5 hours. Okay, not bad. Not bad. We can make it through this. also going to just move this a little bit so it's less of a tangent. Right. Here we go. Again, I'm probably going to do the super thin lines that I did for Nerds Attack 5. We're going to do 5 on the outside. And then we're going to go in with like a 3 or 2 for the details. Hate straight lines. There we go. That shoulder always gets me. When you're drawing like an overcoat or something, the shoulder where you should be able to see like into the sleeve always confuses the heck out of me. Reference back. Where's the other one? Come on. Here we go. Oh, it should be the other suspender here. There we go. Honestly, I'm pretty sure this 5-point is not even too thick. I think the 5-point brush is too thick for the anime style that I'm going for here. Is that what eyebrows look like? Yeah. So now we can go through and do the details. I'm thinking that I haven't streamed in so long that I actually have actively forgotten I'm streaming, which is why I'm so quiet right now. But I cannot afford to get distracted, or else I will not be able to finish this. All right. Oh. There. I'm not good at folds, so we're gonna add a little lines just to give it something. Oh. And then you would see the suspender here. I knew something looked off over there. There we go. It's not the best, but... Oh, and the string. That's what I was missing. Yay! I'm gonna make those thicker, actually. Alright, lines for one is done. Oop, no it's not, no it's not. I mean, I don't want to assume and be like, yeah, we've got 2 hours and 15 minutes, we'll be fine. Because I know me. That doesn't mean nothing. I didn't know you have to pay to get distracted, but apparently KyngPin can't afford it, so if he's reading this out loud, he's officially broke and now costs. I've been played. I have done been got. Dang it. I need to fix that. Dang it. Let's pull up the reference real quick. The nose should be more like that, and then the eyes are more. Sorry. there's just like a lot to the over of it. Something like that. I would say even thicker, honestly. No. Dang it. Something like that, I'm thinking. I don't know. The problem is also I have one of my weaknesses is translating something into my style and making it look similar. Like, obviously this is in my style despite the references, but that's just because that's the way I draw. Actually interpreting the design with elements that aren't in my normal drawing is a little difficult. Those might go away. Alright, the hard part is done. I'm sorry, I misspoke. The easy part is done. Now I gotta do the hands. Damn it. Alright. We're getting there. I'm gonna save. Nope, we're gonna do the hand right now. Get it over with. Yeah, I like it. Fastest line work in the West. How's it going, Inkman? Right now, we are speed running art fight. We have 2 hours left in the competition, and I am going to do my best to get a 2-character attack done. Will we be successful? Remains to be seen. I'll give myself like, I'm even thinking of giving myself like 15 minutes to submit. So So we have 2 hours and 7 minutes. 1 minute 45 timer. Nope. 1 hour 45 minute timer, please. All right. Here we go. So, for those of you who are joining, get a little bit of conversation going. How has Art Fight been for anyone who has participated in it? Because mine has been a little disappointing, I'll be honest. I did not get nearly as much as what I wanted to done, just because life got in the way. So this is why we're doing this little last minute thing. But that is a-okay, because quality over quantity. I want to be happy with what I've done. And honestly, for the most part, I am glad with what I was able to accomplish this art fight, though I do wish I could have done more. Now I gotta make sure I line art the ear. Yep, there's the ear. I feel like something's missing there. Yep, hair is. No. Hair would be here because the ear's over there. Hey, that's pretty good. They kind of look a little like two different styles almost. But I'm fine with that. It's just weird because the pose, honestly. That might be a better composition, actually. I like that a lot better, actually. Like, this is cool, the split screen, but I feel like with the... I feel like this is a better way of doing it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take Pronto a Molto, I'm going to copy it, and we're going to call this one uncropped. Because what we're going to do is we're going to take this, I'm going to get rid of you, and we're going to actually, we're gonna bring you back real quick. Throw you up. That's where your hat cuts off. That's where your body cuts off. So I'm gonna shrink you down just a little bit. That way the two of you are now, how's your head sizes? About the same. So this is a little bit, now they're closer in size. It really looks like two different art styles. It's weird. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this, we're going to go in the black bars, and we're going to do, where's the crop area? Crop, there we go. And then I might slightly move you a little over and you slightly over here. There we go. And now we do color. And this is very flat, so I should be good to just pick and bucket tool. Cool, wrong one. Leftover pen. Why are you in this one? I thought you were. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that did not work at all. Ah. Why does it always look like different colors whenever I color pick them? Color theory is so weird. I'll be taking that hair color. Thank you. Ding, 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 ding. That one tiny little piece. Nope. It is a white sleeve. Hey, this is actually coming together pretty nicely. What are we talking about? The Amazing Dual Circus finale? I have mixed feelings about it. Like, I thought it was good. I liked Jax's backstory. But it just felt like such a weird shift, for lack of a better word. Like, the whole, like, sure, each episode focused on a different character, but there was this whole, like, I don't know, it just felt like a really weird shift between 8 and 9. Like, the whole focus on Jax's backstory was almost jarring. But, like, not necessarily in a bad way. But just in a, it felt almost disconnected from the rest of the series, for lack of a better word. I still enjoyed it. Just, I don't know, watching it was a little weird, I'll admit it. When's the next voice actor fusion? That's a good question. I have to take care of something real quick. I will be back again. Hopefully, I still have enough time to do this. Be right back, guys. All right, did I lose? Did I run down the clock? Something about my style where just going flat doesn't do it justice. It's weird. It's like, it's all right like this, but it really shines specifically with color, and especially more so with shading. Did I? Okay. Had to make sure I didn't mute the mic. Oh, you don't use black as your line art color. This dark blue is, this is the dark blue. Okay, that's interesting. I remember wanting to try that last year, 2 years ago, when I was doing that House on the Outlands thing, where I'm like, oh, I kind of want to try a non-black line art style. And then I never did. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Way too blue. Way too bluish green for the teeth. That's better. I'm actually just going to pull up the same mouth color just for ease. Alright, now here's going to be the difficult part, because technically this line art is not closed. Well, this is. But, it was all on the wrong layer. It was all on the wrong bin layer. I'm going to sob violently, but it's fine because all I have to do, technically, is this. Nope. Because if I just do this, cut, paste, there we go. Problem solved. That technically works. Technically, I don't need to fill it in if it doesn't get shown. Technically, that's sure that works. That's perfect. As long as I don't do that. Just to make sure there's no bleed. Dead space, you know? Because I might animate this. I forget how the scene goes in the game, but I think they slightly tilt. Not tilt, but like pan different ways. Because you chose the character. The Sailor Moon meme dinosaur. I could call it here. I'd be happy to call it here. I have time, so let's utilize it. There's also, I don't know if I'm gonna do this, but see, there's this, and then I could, if I wanted to, and then rim light it so it looks like the back is glowing, like in the game. I don't know if I want to do that, though. Well, I'm doing it, so I guess I am. I guess we're doing this. will put me in the partially shaded at least. Doesn't look too bad. Let's get rid of. Oh. And this is another reason why we do this, because I didn't do that. Is figure out how to get that glowy edge effect. Because it's not just this, there's like a bloom to it. All right, not bad. Going to work. See you later. We'll check out any other art events then. All right, thanks for joining, Dinosaur. Have a good day. Hopefully your shift's pretty easy. No. Forgot. What's up, KyngPin? Hey, Drawing DM, how's it going? Doing last minute art fight stuff. And, making good time, but I don't want to say anything or get too confident, because I'm not done yet. I think for this one, that's about as much as it's gonna get. Dang it. Alright, now I need to figure out how to do some sort of bloom. I think it would just be orange it up, glow, and then just simply go around the edges. Let's see how this works. Let's see how this works. There's also a screen tone, but it also looks like it's going... Thinking something like this, and then just need the screen isn't bad. Neither is I kind of like add the best, but really I would want to clean it up a little bit. Honestly, I might even just add a blur to it too, just to soften up the edges more. Yeah, I'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Honestly, if this is just whole things bathed in orange, I would like that. That's not too bad, actually. Actually, super blurring. It actually looks really good. Okay. We could tone it down to 80. It doesn't really matter much. And then I would like to do a little bit more shading, but we will see what time allows. This might be my favorite one. Alright, my feelings of Art Fight are shifting after this stream. Again, didn't do as much as I wanted to, but I do feel better now. Filter, blur that sucker. Could probably add this a little bit actually. Bring it back, clean it up, then blur. That way it is consistent across. Huzzah! Alright, real quick. How we doing? The rim lighting looks amazing. Thank you! Now. Thank you, nerd. I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. Hopefully, that means I've unlocked a new skill to use in other art. Multiply, throw that sucker on 30. 30-ish minutes, right? Hour and 30, but I gotta do other things today, so stream ends at 1 whether I'm done or not. This is a weird feeling, literally running down the clock. And yet, I feel like I'm doing good. The pressure might be helping a little bit. I feel a little bad that this stream has gone silent for the most part, but we're locking in, chat. Alright. I think that's enough shading. I think I can get away with just that. In terms of everything else, nope. So, fun fact, I'm forgetting to breathe. Because I'm so close to being done. And I want to make sure I finished in time. I probably will. But I also want to make sure I get enough time to do everything. Because I would like to submit this on stream too. Because why not? since I have the rim lighting, I'm probably not going to be doing any, what's it called? You know what I mean. Highlights. I'll probably throw in, like, just some shapes in the hair. How the hell does that just adds so much to the hair? I barely did anything. It's just like, yeah, there you go. There you discover the secret to hair. It's rectangles. Very bright rectangles. How much did I do it? 50. Oh my gosh, it's almost there. It is almost there. Unfortunately, I don't know how to do halftones. Kind of want to add them, but I don't know the process of doing that. I don't know if I have the time to figure it out. Oh my gosh, it's actually really good! I think the proportions overall are a little off, but I think for the most part it is fine. Zero, zero. Fill that in. Enter some noise. Put that baby on overlay. All right. Halftones. I'm gonna need those actually. I can close out a U. There's so many tabs open right now. Hair secrets achievement unlocked. How to half tone in Clip Studio Paint. Half tones. Just set your layer to screen tone. Use a solid brush hard edge and paint as if you were doing a cell shading look. Okay, that doesn't help. I need the... Oh, stupid ads. Come on. I don't want Liberty Bibbery. I don't have insurance, and it's... Da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Layer property palette. Oh, right. There's the layer. I forgot. There's the half tone. And then set it to screen. And then use brightness of image. Circle. That's not exactly what I was hoping for. Okay. Not entirely what I was going for. I think I'll stick to my noise for now. If I figure it out later, I'll try, but nah, I think this is fine. I'm watching a YouTube video if that wasn't obvious. Of course, I could just go into the layers thing. Wherever that may be. There we go. There we go. Manga material. Monochrome, basic. If I set it to screen, that does nothing. Okay, but how do I like make it not look weird? So you're just kind of painting away the edges of it. Okay. So it's a lot more difficult than just throw it on and hope for the best. Understood. What if I just link it to... Okay, maybe not this one. Or what if I just take it, move the frequency... Nope, what if I move the frequency up? There we go. We'll make you 60. And then we'll do another one simply linked just to the thing as a whole. And then we'll also like drop that to 50, I guess. Or like 20. Or we might not just do that one at all. Nah. Well, if we have noise too, then I think if we just link it to the shadows, that'll be cool. Yeah, let's just go with the shadows. Alright. Grab you. Throw you on top of everything. But replace the layer mask. Where'd it go? With... There we go. There we go. I'm happy with that. But real quick, what if we just like, oh, I don't know, through a hue and saturation layer, bump that a little bit. Perfect. No, not much of a difference. Is there like a bloom thing? What if I do this? Everything together. Filter, effect, artistic. Interesting. Line simplicity. Interesting. Oh. That's not bad. Oh, wait. Okay, not touching it anymore. This is it. We're done. File, save. No, I want to try chromatic aberration. Damn it. Okay, one more thing we're going to try. Merge selected layers. Filter, effect, chromatic aberration. There we go. Now that achieved the exact effect I was looking for. Just seeing if there's anything. In fact, I might actually lower the, yeah. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. It looks so good. I love it. All right, no more touching. Yeah, I'll just call it Pronto a Molto. Actually, can I get away with doing this at 100% quality, or am I going to get yelled at by Artfight? Now, should I call it Pronto a Molto? Might as well just hammer home the reference. Know what I mean? Pronto a Molto. For those of you who are unfamiliar, Pronto a Molto is Italian for ready for anything. It's also... Yay! I'm not getting yelled at. It's also one of the songs within... what's it called? Unbeatable. It's one of Poco and Apoco's songs. Pronto a Molto. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to fit both of them, so I'm just going to throw in one of them for the thumbnail. I don't know which one yet, though. Probably Blue Magician. I don't know. It's hard to choose. I can't say I like one better than the other. They both turned out really good. Alright, I'm probably just gonna do blue again. You super blue. I'm so proud of this one. Yay. I feel bad I didn't get to revenge everyone, but I don't care anymore. This one looks so good. Boom. Grab you. Enter character ID, check. Let's call it a headshot. Add a character. There we go. Ching. Really? It's not gonna... I thought it would have filled in the character. Or the artist, I mean. Had I put in there, I don't believe... Yeah. No revengeful attacks. That's fine. Drawing. Correct. Clean lines. Clean and colored. I'll call that fully shaded. Did I take the extra time to polish it? Yes. No background. Technically, it is just white. Absolutely love the dynamic and designs of these characters. Chat, do I get personal here? Fuck it, life's short. Absolutely love the designs, dynamics of the character, and had to draw them posing like my other favorite characters that you've designed. And this is the time where I go... Oh, I'm not even showing you the... Yeah, I don't know what happened here. Oh. There we go, that works. Blue sky. That's great. Eel beats. Team comedy. Animator, designer. Alright. I most likely cannot F this up. I know this is the artist. I know they've designed... Whatever. Just gonna go for it. Maybe I'll keep it vague. No, I'm not. Poco and a Poco from And now as we send this, we're never going to open Art Fight again, so I don't open it and found out that I embarrassed myself. Absolutely design characters, have to draw them. You design. I know, I'm so confident that this is the person who designed the characters, and yet for some reason I need to like double, triple, and quadruple check. Ugh. Anxiety's the worst. Okay, I think it's safe for work. All right. So as we can see here, from the eel beats. Nope. Well, yes, kind of, but eel beats. Same person, team comedy. 90% person. 90% sorry. Poco and Apoco design thread. Them going through their design process for these characters. It can't possibly be anyone else. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Friendly fire. Yeah, damn, I forgot it was a friendly fire. All right, there we go. There we go, it's submitted. All right, literally nothing else I can do. All right, I need to do so many more of it. I want to do more, but there's literally no time to do more. How much time we got? No, not even. It's not even gonna risk it. Actually, I'm gonna probably spend the last hour going through and just thanking everybody for the attacks. But thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you had some fun. I know I got a little quiet because we were in lock-in mode, but no, I do appreciate all of you joining, and happy art fight. Hope everyone had fun. May Team Comedy win, and see you all next time. Hopefully I'll get a video out with my art fight experience. But yeah, other than that, bye everybody.